When tragedy strikes,
It was truly that fast.
it's often when you least expect it.
I didn't see anything until he was on my windshield.
Laura Randall says without warning, a man stepped right in front of her car.
I have stopped blaming myself, but I know that as a result of an impact with the car I was driving, someone is no longer alive.
Randall is intentional with her words, careful not to say that she killed him. Florida law freed Randall of all liability because she wasn't distracted, and the man, suspected homeless, was nearly 4 times over the legal driving limit for alcohol when he walked across US 41.
Before I knew it, he stepped in front of my car and there was nothing I could do. I will never erase that night. So I encourage people to, it's just an opportunity for us to look at both sides of any incident.
She's the face of a group who often assume automatic responsibility, the drivers who would have given anything to be able to stop.
But it happens, and it could happen to anyone.
The Florida Highway Patrol says these crashes happen often here on the Suncoast. In 2018, there were 317 crashes involving pedestrians in Sarasota and Manatee counties, according to the Florida Department of Highway Safety. In just the first 6 months of this year, there were 163 crashes involving pedestrians.
If you're going the speed limit and you look down at your phone for a mere second and a half, you've traveled 133 feet.
133 feet is about the same distance from this side of US 301 to this side. It's a risk many pedestrians are also willing to take. This stretch of downtown between Fruitville Road and 10th Street is known for the number of pedestrians who try to cross the street without a crosswalk. Sarasota police say in the last 5 years, 18 pedestrians have been hit by cars on this stretch alone. And in the 20 minutes that I've been standing here, I've watched 15 people dart between traffic.
The city of Sarasota says there are significant strides to be made when it comes to pedestrian safety. In September, staff launched a new vision called Sarasota in Motion, an 18-month effort to make city streets safer. They conducted a survey and found that 61% of the respondents cared most about safer and more comfortable to cross streets. This map gives residents an opportunity to pinpoint problem areas, many writing they don't feel safe walking on US 301 and US 41.
Make sure that you have that good situational awareness. You want to look both ways before crossing, and you want to make sure that you're making eye contact with the operator of that motor vehicle.
If pedestrians would wait their turn, cross in the crosswalk, and wear bright reflective clothing, Watson says many of the crashes would be avoided.
A lot of pedestrians think that it's their right, that they can walk out anytime they want, and boy, that vehicle better stop.
For Melissa Wandel, traffic safety is personal. Her husband was killed by a red light runner in 2003.
And when he walked out the door, he said, "I love you, Melissa, and I'm going to miss you." And I said, "I love you too, but I'm going to see you in just a couple of hours." And unfortunately, I received that phone call that you don't want to receive, especially when you're 9 months pregnant.
Wandel decided to do all she can to prevent any other spouse from getting that call. She was instrumental in the campaign to bring red light cameras to Florida, and now she's an ambassador for Alert Today, Alive Tomorrow, a Florida Department of Transportation coalition educating pedestrians and drivers.
We have to remember, not long ago, a little boy lost his life, right? And not long ago, a young teenager was struck by somebody, right? Not paying attention to the school bus arm. We have to remember those things and carry them forward.
Carrying forward the lessons too often only learned through tragedy.
I appreciate life more because I know how fragile it is.
Reporting in Sarasota, Taylor Torregano, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.